Okay, my name is Christina Gerde, and I live in Sweden, and I'm a pancreatic patient here, or was maybe. You can never say was when you are hit with this awful disease, but I'm without evidence of any cancer at the moment, and I hope it will stay that way. And I'm now working very hard and with lots of energy in Sweden, in PALEMA, to make the healthcare system better, if you will, and that is also includes Europe, and it includes other countries as well. Try to keep an eye on what's going on, and if I can impact anything to make the chances to survive a bit better. It's awful in this disease. So that's well, maybe a too big part of my life at the moment, because it's also very important to live and take care of the days that we all have. But if you are hit with pancreatic cancer, maybe those days are not as many as for others. Well, I think what you are aiming for, as far as I understand it, is the same purpose that I have with my work. And I think we need to do, it's better as in Europe, we need to do more all over the place, of course, but in Europe is more accessible for Sweden, of course. We're part of Europe. I'm also looking a lot into what's happening in the US. I have more of a challenge in Asia and those countries, but Europe is, of course, Sweden is the closest, easiest for a Swedish patient. Then the Scandinavian countries, then Europe, then the US, and then the world. And we need to look at everything and join forces. And I'm very glad that the Pancreatic Cancer Europe is there to work on this. Well, for pancreatic cancer, survival is the most important piece. To do more in terms of supporting research, making it easier to provide clinical studies in Europe, join forces to beat this disease, or beat it. If we can get the survival rate up from 7% to some decent survival that other cancer forms have, that would help. And I think that's in the aim and goal for Pancreatic Cancer Europe. I think there are several challenges. One is that it's such a difficult cancer biologically, so it's hidden very long. It's difficult to begin with, which also makes it perhaps not so very fun to be involved in for researchers, and it's hard to get fundings, and perhaps it's more cool to work with other research areas within oncology. So we need to make it more attractive. There needs to be more support because it's not happening by itself, because it's very, very, very expensive to develop new drugs. And if you don't have success, then you just waste money. You will not get an income as a pharmaceutical company. So there are many things that needs to be more motivative, more make it more cool, if you will. It's like make it support it in many ways so that we get some some steps forward to actually beat these beasts of cancer. I mean, I can't understand why one of the most deadly cancer forms are so behind the average cancer. So very behind. There needs to be more done around it to get progress. And we need to join up in that and find ways to promote. And it's like, it's not fair because patients are so hit by the cancer, so there isn't really energy for working on the broader prospects. Very few get involved, and there are very few that also survive. And the family members, well, if they lose someone, they don't want to think about this awful disease anymore. So the group of people that are actually active is so small compared to breast cancer, for instance, or prostata or so. So therefore, there needs to be other support mechanisms to bring this development of drugs forward. Well, yeah, at least the undruggable KRAS is not said to be undruggable any longer. There are some light in the tunnel for maybe the future, but it's obviously still far away for patients that are hit now. But there is lots of initiatives going on, but we don't know who the winner is, and it's far away. But there is at least some light.